Oh, g'day. Just having a moment. It's the second day after my precious Moo dog has passed. She died instantly. Jumped out of the car and ran and I don't know what happened. She may have had a heart attack and then hit this mud and then gone into this pipe and then bang. Would have been a full impact. Would have been bang. With this body about that long, nearly 20 kilos, like a torpedo, on the inside of a ship or submarine. Imagine the impact. Pretty sure it would have broken her neck, probably, maybe at least the top 3 vertebrae, maybe more. And if you break the top vertebrae or the top 2 vertebrae, you're dead. Just like dead. If you break the 3rd vertebrae, then you might be dead. And if you're not dead, you'll be in bed for the rest of your life and eating through a tube and stuff down. You'll have nothing, right? No. And then any down further from that, you'll be in bed till you get to, I think it's the 7th or the 8th. I've actually forgotten all this stuff. I'm ashamed to admit. And then that's it. But anyway, so I reckon she's taken a massive head injury, even though she's got a hell of a hard head, and then broken her neck, and just instantly dead. The only thing that gets me is apparently us conscious sentient beings have 10 seconds. We all get 10 seconds apparently after we are done. Now I've got Elvis here. Best dog in the world. You're the best dog in the world, aren't you, mate? Come over here. You're getting the camera. I got this fella 2 days after a dog named Ponyo died, who was my friend's dog. He died on the 11th of September 2020. Now, I got this fella on the 13th of September 2020. In the middle of that ridiculous time period. Now, I got him from a friend. So I couldn't imagine my friend waking up another day and not having a dog in the house. And it was like, that dog was like half my dog, you see. But, when I got him, I actually borrowed the money off her because I spent all my money on the grave for that dog Ponyo, which I just buried Moo in night before last. And then I had to pay her back because I ended up keeping the dog because she wasn't ready. And then she got a dog, and I had one dog, she had one dog. But then her dog, when we come and spend a few days together, and then I go back out and come and spend some time in Brisbane, and then so I'll spend a few days there. And then you can't keep me in one place for long. So, and I'll always be going away. I need the bush. I need the ground. I need the earth. I need the ocean. I need the salt. I need the sand. And I need the soil. I need the rock. I need to be outside. And her dog would be depressed though. So I've got my other dog then. Little Frazzle Sweetheart, my baby. And here's a puppy. Here's a puppy that you get from Elvis and Little Frazzle Sweetheart, my baby. The Little Frazzle Sweetheart, my baby was supposed to be a friend for my friend's dog Violet. And then so I got another dog called Xena. And that was the start of it. I had to give Xena away. I've given all these dogs away. I've got 47 dogs out there in the community, in placement in the community, for PTSD, returned servicemen. I breed these dogs. Well, I was saying as I started this whole thing as a grief dog, but then put them into therapy or assistance, companion dogs, calm dogs. They keep ex-servicemen who come back from Afghanistan did tours in Iraq and Afghanistan and some of the other places that we actually have never been, then it stops them going mad in shopping centres when there's all these crazy people around just going, yeah, look, stop that. This one's Hendrix. Isn't he a beautiful boy? I'm keeping these ones because they're quality dogs. Certain dogs we're going to keep. So, you know, it's about responsibility is where I was going with that. Because when you take on a dog, then you're taking on this 15-year contract with this incredibly intelligent, very emotional and expressive, incredibly devoted living being that is just like a child. And it's very similar to having a child, because when you're a child, you know, by the time they're 12, 13, 14, they're pushing away from you. They've got to push away. You know, they're resisting anything that you are because they come from you. You know, they're pushing out that independence. Whereas a dog doesn't do that. So like, you're lucky to get 15 years with your kid before they're off. They don't want to spend time with you anymore. They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to be with you. They've got better things to do. Well, a dog's never like that. A dog's with you for 15 years, if it lives that long. And the other thing is, like, if a dog gets to 7 years, a domestic dog lives to 7 years old, healthy, happy, well, that's a good life. That's a good innings. That's a proper innings there. That's your innings. That's 2 or 3 years more than what you'd be living if you're one of them dogs out in the wild in any country. Right? So that's a good innings. That's a century. You know, in cricket, that's a good innings. It's 110, retired 110 already, bowled out 110, you know, well, that's a good innings. But when you get these dogs, you know, they live to 18, 19 years old. Heard of one cat living to 22 years old, one dog living to 21 and a half years old, nearly caught the cat. And I know that when these staffies get all grey around about 4, they all start to get a bit grey, but only because I was leaving him a lot to go fishing for this one period of time, because I never leave him. I never leave him alone. And then there's this period of time where I was going out fishing on a boat, and so I'd be leaving. I had a number of dogs, and so I'd have to leave them locked inside the bus, you see, so they're safe and stuff. I had to get to a point where I could trust that I'd leave them out with the yard and stuff like that, and they'd rather just stay here and calm because they know I'm coming back, know I'm coming back. Otherwise, I'd never leave them. Or I'd take them in the vehicle, and have a vehicle all set up so that they could be there and air-conditioned comfort and all that. I don't have that vehicle running at the moment. It costs me a fortune anyway. And as the world changes, you know, like less and less work, and I create this other work, but it's all charity work. I'm not making money from it. But anyway, the point is they're recognising that it's leaving them alone is what causes the stress and makes them age. They don't care where they're going and what they're doing, so long as they're with me. You know, so they can go and work. So I've got a vehicle set up with a trailer, or have gauze down over the windows or the hatch so that you can have it open, and or have it put a barrier fence around it, so you park under a tree, and then put a barrier fence around it, and then they can be around the car and then get in underneath it. Then they don't care where you are, what you're doing. I can go and do all kinds of things that they're not involved in, as long as I'm within 100 metres of them, they can see me, then they're fine. But they fret. They don't like being left alone. They don't like being left out either. So I've got the two dogs here. And that sound in the background is there. We get Bushtralian Jim and the Bark Up Singers. We're trying to get down there to close the show, the cave on Sunday night. So they do this sort of open mic thing and put on a professional show in the middle of it. I've got to go and do this training, this Knob Suzuki praxis on Sunday nights, you see. So I'm unavailable for 7 to 9. But when I race back and I grab the dogs, chuck them in the car, and then quite often I'll leave a puppy down there for them. And then I'll come back and I'll grab the dogs and I'll race down there and try and get in there so that I can have the Bark Up Singers there and see if we can close the show with some exit music. But the problem is the Bark Up Singers, they always steal the show. So how am I able to get up on the stage? And this is Isha. This is Moo Moo's son. Moo Moo just died. This is her son. Right, anyway, so got the Bark Up Singers here. I do this exercise because they'll do this performative stuff, right? It's Knob Suzuki praxis, documenting metamorphosis. And then this is something that I sort of had since about 2022. When the pups were born, when Boxer, Moo Moo, Bon Scott and Hero were born, 30th of May 2022. Spent a lot of time around that time and the preceding few months spent a fair bit of time with a good friend that we made a lot of music. But seeing a few personal differences mean that we're not going to release that music together and do any tours or concerts. I've got a few concert ideas there, but just a little bit too difficult. It's not what I'm about. But I didn't have a guitar with me. And I actually sold my guitar. Sold my Fender Telecaster. To support some people that were fallen, and it was worth doing because they didn't fall, they didn't end up on the street. And so I'll be playing my friend's guitar, which was one of these brands, and doing audios through the social media apps to people that I could tell were isolating themselves and not doing well, and they're getting depressed and cynical and bitter and twisted, and they were right. And you could tell that we're not doing well in life. We're not doing well. So I sort of go through a process and have a bit of a chat, blah 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 blah, like this, and then I would say if you used to get 30 minutes on this app that everybody uses. There's one particular social media site that's basically become the phone book for everyone. You know that one? Yeah, so you got to be careful what you say on it though, and which I have noticed that's all loosened up quite a lot. I've sort of spent a bit of time there recently, and I'm sort of surprised and quite happy to see the world's a much better place there than what I thought it was. But anyway, so used to get 30 minutes, have a bit of a chat, like 8, 10, 12 minutes, blah 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 blah. Well, this one 14 minutes, blah 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 blah. So this is where I'm at in life, and this is what's going on. Because so I'm asking, I wonder how you are. I wonder how you're going. You know, what's going on with you? And then you talk for a bit of this, where I'm at, and then sort of try and be a shining example of vulnerability. You see, that's what it's about, because vulnerability is very important to be able to feel love, both feeling love towards and receiving love. Feeling love being love for you. That's the big trick about the hippies. You see, the hippies were in the beginning. They were academic. They were very highly educated, highly organised, highly inspired. And they had these sort of breakthroughs that made this thing that permeated through all these different subcultures of the continents of North America and then across the world. And there's a 1968 academic research study that done it, and it's a brilliant study. And the one thing that boils down to, if there's one thing that holds it all together, is vulnerability. Comfortable with feeling vulnerable, or comfortable with vulnerability. And that is the key to be able to feel love. And then you got your welcoming, acceptance, inclusion, tolerance, all this kind of stuff. And then you can have the balance. So like, then when racism and all the other horrible things that come with the human being come together, then, it's dealt with in the right way. It's not like, we just accept you. Hippies are real responsible. They're totally responsible people. Totally responsible. And when we look at Woodstock. Woodstock is... was the example, you see. That's how we get through. Right, so there's a quick warm up. You know those? That's a solo out of I Could Have Lied. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Just gives me a good vibe. I just love the song. See, it makes me feel like move. Right, so I'm going to do this exercise, you see. Whereas this is what I do and do that and do. I'd inject myself into people's reality, not expecting they even listen to the audio or anything like that, but you just got the ability to do it. So I blue tack the phone onto the guitar, or I'll put it somewhere just in front like this, because I want to get a nice, clean, clear sound. And now I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to exercise so I can see how I feel. Because how am I supposed to know how I feel? How am I supposed to know how I feel? I mean, I think I know how I feel. I knew there was a plane. I was about to mention the plane going on. I knew there was a plane coming. Probably going to be 3. So how do I know how I feel? Because I'm very intellectual. I'm very sensitive. I feel everyone else. And it turns out I feel everyone else a lot more than I ever realised. And I'm very empathetic. So I've got all this stuff going on in my own body, my own experience. Turns out that it's not my experience, it's their experience. Oh, that's why I got this. That's why I'm so irrational. Right. Anyway, so... how do you know how you feel in this world where you don't know what's what, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what the narrative that is supposed to be, because they're not even telling you the narrative properly, so you can't even follow that and know, this is what's what, because the point is they're trying to confuse you, so that you're operating from this little instinctual part of the back of your brain and you go, I'll agree to that, because it means that my short-term prospects of survival are kind of like, my short-term prospects of survival. I'll agree to whatever you say, sir, madam. Yeah, that's what it's about. And that's just what it's always been about. It's not like that's anything new, right? So, the heart, and it's got all these every muscle fibre is a nerve fibre in the heart, right? And it's got this helix that coils around onto another helix, I can't really make the shape. But if you get a heart, you have a look at the heart tissue, right? Go to the butcher and get a heart. And, it's I was eating smart the other day. I was surprised how much I was able to eat because strong taste. But anyway, blessed heart, and saved my heart. Maybe I would have had a heart attack with that X-class flare the other night because that X-class solar flare coincidentally at the same time that Moo went boosh. So I reckon she had a heart attack at full sprint. She did love her food, but she's super fit. She's super fit, so she may not have had a heart attack. But, she was, I'd say she may have had a heart attack, her blood pressure was ultra high at that point of death, which could have come from an impact in the brain and then breaking the neck as well, but it probably was like a heart attack, then the impact of the brain and breaking the neck, dead instantly. Apparently we've got 10 seconds after. I don't know about that. And that's crying, because like my movement dog, she's dead, but at least she didn't suffer. At least it wasn't a car. And just part of what I'm about as well, see, don't turn the camera off when the tears flow. This is actually where a lot of it started, why I, as Bushtralian Jim, decided I might start turning the camera on and put myself out there in the World Wide Web. Reach people like this, This is how you find yourself. And I'm a performer as well, and I do this performance art training. I was already real good at my particular thing that I did. It was already natural. But then, when the student's ready, master appears, and then I was so ready that I had two masters appear, and I really put myself under them. These people are geniuses, named Jackie Carroll and John Nobbs. I am one of the luckiest people in the world to have this tuition and guidance from them. They're just down the road. I see them 5 times a week sometimes. And she's the only person, Jackie's the only person that hasn't said, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "I feel sad." She's like, "No, sorry, you're just going to have to go use the backbone piano." Just straight, not going to mollycoddle, he's a tough bloke. Everyone else goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," or if they're more involved, because no one is sorry for my loss. I didn't lose anything, and what are you sorry for? Right? My dog died, and she killed herself. But it's just going to happen. It's just, and the thing is, I got a feeling in my gut. I was talking to my good friend Matrix Motion that I have not spoken to in a very long time. Turned out he's back in this part of the world, and we had a random way of reconnecting, and so he would tell me to become a man of Christ, and been baptized and stuff. So I'm making an audio to him. I'm talking to him, right, telling him how good Jesus is. That's why you get a story lasts 2,000 years. And then I've been pulling my street here, where I've got my bus parked and I've got my little commercial yard here in Brisbane. And I've got a feeling in my gut. And then a little voice, a faint voice at the back of his head, "Don't go back to your place." I already had the indicator on, so I just didn't turn. I just kept driving. And I took him up to the cemetery. And that's the thing to do, So parked exactly like everything is like a standard procedure, right? So it's all standard procedure. Parked exactly in the spot and everything. Open the door, stepped out of the way, and they go running out. And there's a hill, and there's this pipe, like the diameter of the pipe is like that, right? Real hard plastic stuff. And you're coming out of a hill, and it's tapering down like that, and it's just going flat, and then it had a full 90-degree elbow straight down in the ground. And Moo run into it about that far from the elbow. Like she's had a trajectory. It's like she was either just running at full sprint. She could have been doing this, running at full sprint, and then had another dog next to her, and then go la 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 la, or like la 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 like that, and just not see it. She go booch, and just hit it like a torpedo being fired out of a submarine, or like fired from, you know, when you fire a torpedo, it is under velocity, you know, and then it's got that ballistics at the front of it, but it is under extreme velocity. That's what Moo Moo hit this pipe like a torpedo under velocity. And then just the ballistics didn't go off, so she didn't. Oh my God, it must have been so much impact. And so I surmised that perhaps there was a heart attack or something associated with that. And so that just brought it all together with the divine guiding me. Because otherwise we'll just come back here and then just got out of the car and gone straight upstairs and gone to sleep. And then there would have been X-class solar flare occur, and there's actually 3 of them occurred. 2 of them are close together, and there's always this thing, cardiac is the highest statistical thing on the graph, always shows consistently. Look it up. Especially got the AI now. How smart is this AI? I tell you what, I'm quite impressed. I wasn't into it, and I won't let it get me, but I'm impressed, you know, I'm impressed. Hold down the home button on your Google phone, on your Android phone, which you can't ever deny that permission. If you deny permission for everything else on your phone except for that home screen assistant, you've never been able to deny that permission, right? Even if you do, it still works. Now that's turned into Gemini, and it's actually pretty smart. And I'm a Gemini, multiplied by a Gemini. I've got to tell you, that Google AI thing, if you ask it if you say the right words to it when asking the right questions, it finds the stuff that you've never been able to find out there in the whole World Wide Web. It's brilliant, like that. You've got to, and always use your manners too, because we're teaching it, right? But and that's, I've got to say, it's a good thing. My memory dog was so precious to me. I've been rambling on here for 27 minutes and 15 seconds. You think I might know how I feel then, eh? No, I don't. I don't know nothing. So let's see how I feel. Play a song by Adelaide, because my song's a little bit too close to the bone. A little bit too. Actually, no, I'm going to play a song from Moo Moo. I wrote this song for her when her pups got stolen. 22 days old. I tried to see that they weren't stolen and go and do this charity thing, because I've got the Heart Dharma Foundation, you see? Heart Dharma. But yeah, it didn't work out. But don't lose your love. For the sake of Moo Moo, sake of all the dogs, sake of her pups, don't lose your love. Don't lose your love. I wrote words for this song, but I burned them. It all started with grief dogs. There's about 30 people out there that have said to me directly that because of my dogs, which was mainly Moo Moo, in a lot of those cases, they haven't committed suicide because of my dogs, which was most of the time that was Moo Moo. Or a derivative of Moo Moo, one of her 3 litters. She's the most precious thing to me. I love her so much. Most precious. Most precious, most precious. Now I'm not looking after myself. My hands hurt. My arms hurt. Saw my Grandmaster Henry Sue the other day and he gave me a lecture about not looking after myself. I think he understood the reasons why. It's a wonder that I'm out of bed, you know, like grief, it really takes you. I couldn't pick up a guitar for 8.5 months when Ponyo died. I was about to release an album, a kid's album about dogs, and 8 tracks ready to go. Short version, like 3-minute version, and an 8-minute version. Each one of them will get stuck in your mind. So you're going to love them, you're going to buy them, the kids are going to love it. It was ready to go. And then I just deleted it all and well, I didn't record it, so I never released any of the demos, but I deleted them all, and I never recorded the high quality sound one. I was literally about to do it, about to go in the studio and do it, and I've been waiting for other people who were going to collaborate, and then they weren't doing it all. My musician friends, so I was just going to do it myself, and that's the reason why it hadn't been done. So I was waiting for other people, and then I was going, right, I'm just going to do this myself. So I was going to do it that next week, and then he died on Friday night. Ran in front of the car. Animals are unpredictable. And if you're driving, you know, you can be driving 30 k's an hour and you can easily kill an animal with a kid. 30 k's an hour is not fast, but it's very fast. It's a lot faster than what we walk. Some people might be able to run up to 30 k's an hour. When you're on a push bike, you can sustain 30 k's an hour. Can you run 30 k's an hour for more than a few seconds? With my movement. The point of doing this video is to show them this is how you get through the grief. Play music, come to terms, make sure that you've got a few dogs touching your body, you know, your feet at any time, so you don't feel a lot. How do I feel? I play Adelita's song. This is a blank canvas that I made ever since 2022. It's 2025 now. Ever since about this time, 2022. So about 3 years I had this, and I let it go. I haven't done it for a long time, and sort of revisiting it. How do I feel? It's actually a blank canvas. So now I'm sort of using you as a muse, as a performance, and I'm listening to my voice, I'm listening. How do I feel? I want to know how I feel, you see. I can't play one of my own songs, a little bit too close to bone. Well, I can now, but back then I couldn't. Because I was too sad, too depressed, I was too upset. How do I feel? Let's go. You got the best of me, you know, that's for sure. I don't even get no sorry at all. I'm gonna run like a dream, split from a team, tell everybody what motherfucker you been. Never gonna get myself away. Turn more around. Time more every day. I'm gonna run like a fawn, swim like a swan, and be there to ask you beside you alone. under the blue sky. I'm under the blue sky. Blue sky. Got the best of me, that's for sure. I don't even get no sorry at all. I'm gonna howl like a wolf, I'm gonna jump at you, I'm gonna burn like blaze at the end of all the days. I'm gonna live till I die, I'm waiting to fly. You can tell you I love you, just motherfucker the sky. I'm under the blue sky. I'm under the blue. I'm under the blue sky. I'm under the blue sky. I'm under the blue sky. Right, so that's how I feel. Now that's a lot different. So the great Janae Rogers, she said to me, you know, like, that's interesting that you might say something like that, you know, like, what is it then that you're trying to get across when you sit with it? Well, I do that with all these other different things, you know, like sit with it, like I know what I want to try and get across to the audience, but that one's a different canvas. It's like it's a blank canvas, it's a blank slate. The other thing to do is this is how you warm up and get a gauge how you feel, right? So, sending into eternity, but it's coming back into my belly, right? And it's like you're taking a shit. Don't ever force the shit out. Help it on its way. Although my teacher says like you're pushing the shit out, but I say don't push the shit out. Don't push the shit out. Help it on its way. Now we've got a plane coming, so how do I feel about the plane? Oh, splendor of sunbursts breaking forth this day, whereon I may lay my hands once more on Helen, my wife. And yet it is not so much as men think, for the woman's sake I came to Troy. But against that guest proved treacherous, who like a robber carried the woman from my house. I don't know what that was, bad acting. Oh, splendor of sunbursts breaking forth this day, whereon I may lay my hands once more on Helen, my wife. And yet it is not so much as men think, for the woman's sake I came to Troy. But against that guest proved treacherous, who like a robber carried the woman from my house. Yeah, okay. Let's see how I feel now. And let me use a plectrum. Carry all this injury in my body. I'm really going to get up and get out there and do a bit of qigong. You know, like I'm not starting the day. I started the day with a very disturbative mind the last few days, you know, lacking meditation. So actually waking up with such a grief and moo yesterday, then that was actually an improvement where I've been at meditation. When I wake up, I realise I'm awake, then I focus to I sit and nurture myself under the heavenly pagoda instantly. So every single time I ever realise that I'm awake, since about this time 2012, I focus to my third eye and recite mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, all these other wordless sutras I know. Right, so pretty heavy pick. Let's see how it goes. I don't want to wonder, you know, do I feel any different now? Because actually, no, I'll do one more song. I'll do one of my songs and I can just let it out, you know. And then I'll see how I feel, you know. This one's about the mother of my kids. Just coming out of my motorcycle helmet one time, 160 kilometers down. 3:30, sat down and played. Somehow I feel like I ain't gonna be happening like that again. Like a trip, like a heart attack. I got all the better, yeah. I wish I could have gone another way. Now I gotta deal with certain kind of circumstance. Even if it killed me today, well, you know I'll be alright. So I'm always on my way. I've been keeping it all just hard enough to be. Ship will take any ride I come. My ways, I'm sailing wise, the sea wild in the roughest sea. Pretend to find the silly line. Holding out hope, I'll count burn, watch me get bleed. I'm gonna save, I'm thinking alive. Save her. Severing, now sitting green. Severing, fine to see while I'm severing. I'm severing. I've only got 3 dogs behind me on the couch here. I'm going to give away the double-decker bus. I don't need a 2-bedroom home anymore. My kids are growing up. I'm going to walk the earth washing people's feet. Playing guitar. And piano. Was someone want to drag a piano behind me? This one I couldn't play for a long time. I'm about to release this one. September 2020. He's such a good dog, good dog. 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 He's such a 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 good dog. Oh yeah, well, he's such a good dog. Such a good dog, good dog. It's such a good dog, good dog. Such a good dog, good dog. She's such a 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 good dog. Oh yeah, well, Moon was such a good dog. She's such a Moon was such a good dog. Moon was such a good dog. She's such a good dog. She is my moo dog. Moo dog. Moo dog. She's such a moo dog. She's such a my moo dog. Oh my moo dog. Oh my moo dog. 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 My moo dog. Oh my real injured and it hurts so much, and that's not why I was crying. I really shouldn't be playing guitar like this with my arm like this. I need to fix my body. Let's see if that break it is why I'm doing this. Why I'm doing this, why I'm filming this, is showing you like this is how you get through the grief. It's how you get yourself out of bed. Oh. Well, I can do that song again just so I get a picture of how I feel. You got the best of me, you know that's for sure. I don't even get no sorry at all. I'm gonna run like a dream, split from the team, tell everybody what a motherfucker you've been. Never gonna give myself away, 'cause I turn me around, I turn me every day. I'm gonna run like a fawn, swim like a swan, be there to ask you side of you. I'm under the blue, I'm under the blue sky. I'm under the blue, I'm under the blue sky. I'm under the blue, I'm under the blue sky. I'm under the blue sky. Got the best of me, no, that's for sure. Now I'm gonna sorry no more. I'm gonna howl like a wolf, I'm gonna jump at you, I'm gonna burn like blazes in all days. I'm gonna live like that, rain to fire. You can turn your love to the motherfucking blue sky. 'Cause I'm under the blue sky, under the blue sky. That's why you gotta play someone else's songs, so you can sort of create this blank canvas, and you can kind of get close enough to yourself to see. Yeah. Oh, my baby. Ah. Ah. Alright, okay, look. I feel I've finished with I finished with a song is a tribute to a bloke called Coulter Wall, because this is actually what inspired this yesterday and broke me out of a bit of a catatonic grief state. He put up a short and got this notification on my phone. Coulter Wall put up this little short with this dog and he playing guitar. It was a real big thing because I couldn't pick up a guitar for 8.5 months last time, and I had a Telecaster. So now there's a point. I'm not going to shut these tears down. I'm going to keep these tears going. I'm going to play a song. Just put it out there as a tribute to this bloke, Coulter Wall, who's a fantastic singer-songwriter, soloist up there with a guitar and a microphone. Really brilliant. He's brilliant. Man's brilliant. Brilliant artist. So I'm going to play a Towns Van Zandt song and put it out there for Moo Moo and for the world and the ether, and just tie this demonstration of how you come close enough to yourself to see your own grief. May all humans love the way dogs love. Skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. But your mama's only born, but her favorite one is seen. She began to cry when you say goodbye. Sank into your dreams. Poncho was bound boy. The horse was fast as polish steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for the honest world to feel. Poncho made his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico, when nobody heard his dying words. Oh yeah, well that's just the way it goes. Federalists say could have had him any old day. Only let him hang around so long. Oh, out of kindness, I suppose. Well, lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to do. Dusty Poncho bit down south, ended up and left his mouth. They lay poor Poncho low, Left the East Cliff for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Pharaoh ain't nobody knows. And all the Pharaoh said, could have had him all any old day. Only let him slip away. Oh, out of kindness, I suppose. Tell about how Pancho fell, left his living in a cheap hotel. Desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends with told. Well, Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. Save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do. And now he's growing old. Federale said, could have had him all any old day. They don't let him go so wrong. Alone, so long, out of kindness, I suppose. And a few great federales say, could have had him all any old day. Don't let him go so wrong for so damn long alone in Ohio. Oh, out of kindness, I suppose. Now I'm gonna roll now, so. My doggies are real good doggies, are super good doggies, oh yeah. I love my doggies, real good doggies, they're super good doggies, oh yeah. 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 My doggies are real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. I love my doggies, real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. 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 My doggies are real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. I love my doggies, real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. 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 Yeah, my doggies are real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. I love my doggies, real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. 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 Yeah, my doggies are real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. I love my doggies, real good doggies, super good doggies, oh yeah. 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 Baby, 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 why don't you see? Baby, 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 why don't you run? Baby, 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 why don't you see? How the past is left undone. You know, I've been running out of high time. You've been running out that door downstream. Baby, I miss now and you. I run around in town just crazy. What for in one street? Like you wanna run high. Like you've been that boy, like you know what's why once you come through. Like you've been that boy, and you wanna see when you're gonna get yellow. I've forgotten how to play my own song. I was just gonna play the last bit anyway. You're gonna say like, if you wanna run high, burn bridges down. Burn bridges, way around. Wanna run high, burn bridges down, burn the bridges down. Burn the ones that let you run. Burn the ones that let you run. I can't remember to play my own song. If you want to run and hide and burn your bridges down, then burn the ones that let you run. Have that one for free. Actually, no, I'll finish one more for Moo Moo. My Moo Moo, my Moo Moo, my Moo Moo, my Moo Moo. Oh, my Moo Moo. I don't think it's really fair to leave it on a softer thing, so it's like moo 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 moo. A moo 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 moo. A moo 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 moo. A moo 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 moo. My moo moo dog, my moo moo dog, moo moo dog, moo moo dog. My moo moo dog, my moo moo dog, my moo moo dog, 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 dog. My moo moo dog, oh my moo moo dog. My moo moo dog, my moo moo dog, my moo moo dog, my moo moo dog. Moo moo. Moo moo dog. Rest in peace, my moo moo. Have that one for free. Cheerio.